Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to the seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, mental health, emotional health paradigm. We do that as often as we can, usually several times per week. We make something happen for you in a good way. This is kind of things you might do that would kill the interest of your crush. Obviously, this is something that is ultimately something that the average person wants to avoid. Obviously, if you're dealing with wanting to date in a more effective, efficient manner continually going forward, um, avoiding kind of killing the interest of your crush is something that you probably are going to want to do on a more continual basis. And so it can be super valuable to know the ways at which to avoid doing exactly that. So, what are some things that you could do that would contribute to that in a positive direction? The first is stop ignoring the other person. Obviously, if a person feels ignored, they're going to feel like you don't have the level of interest that you do. And so, making sure the person feels like you have some level of committed connection to them is important. And the commitment level and the consistency is where a person's continual or consistent value is going to be, and the interest is going to be there as well. Um, Ignoring a person once or twice, people understand. We all get busy and we kind of get absent-minded. But beyond that, third, fourth time, they start to feel it's a habit, and they don't have the level of importance that is needed to build rapport in a relationship. The next is insulting them either on purpose in a joking manner, in a way that isn't taken as a joke, or absent-mindedly not knowing what their hot button issues are. That's why when you're interested in connecting with a person, knowing what their hot button issues are or learning them is super valuable, and connecting with ways to avoid negatively impacting those hot button issues is super important, valuable, and necessary in order to make more meaningful, longer term connections in a good way, and also identifying the ways in which you can build your relationship in a good and healthy manner. So, the next thing there is making sure that you are putting good quality of time into the relationship in a good manner and in a way that matters to you, and ultimately making a happy and healthy decision around the idea in a positive direction towards identifying ways at which things go better. And so the quality of time and quantity of time that you give towards a potential relationship is a good indicator for a person that you're interested in as to your level of interest and the consistency of the interest. Obviously, a person doesn't want to feel like they're chasing you all over the place, and if they feel like they are chasing you all over the place, then ultimately there's going to be value to making sure that they don't feel like they're the only one putting time or energy into the relationship. When a person feels that they are the only one putting time or energy, and they lose interest by default in the sense of connectedness and or the willingness to be connected, because they don't want to feel like they're kind of imposing their desire for the relationship on you, especially if you're the one that showed initial interest, and then you're pulling it back, or you're going into a punishment related mode. Teasing and or joking in a way where you again don't know a person's hot button issues can be an issue. And then also being honest about what it is that you want, what it is that you need, where it is that you want the relationship to go or are expecting the relationship to go is also something that you kind of got to look at from a different level, or a more meaningful and directed level. There's a value there in a good way, and or in a way that makes things go forward in a productive and continual process. So, hopefully, this is helpful. I encourage you keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.